Hey everybody, it's Scott. Welcome back to the One-Off Shop. Sorry this video is just a little bit late. I live in East Texas. We had a hurricane come through here yesterday. Anyway, today we're going to be making a custard style ice cream, coffee and toffee. Stick around, this is going to be good. Alright, custard style ice cream, you have to use egg yolks. So I've got myself a bowl here and I've got 5 egg yolks. Let's go ahead and get those in there. And we'll also add 3/4 cup of sugar. And you'll want to go ahead and whisk this up until it's a pale yellow and it's very creamy. Alright, after about 2 minutes you should have something that looks about like this. Yeah, I know 2 minutes is a long time to whisk, but we're making ice cream. It's worth it. So go ahead and take your egg mixture and just set it off to the side, and then we'll move to the stove. Alright, our next step is going to be get a medium saucepan, get it on the stove and put it on medium heat. And what you're going to want to add to your saucepan is 1.5 cups of milk. I use evaporated milk, and the reason I'm doing that is because the flavoring is going to make up the other half. Normally a ice cream recipe is half cream, half milk, but my flavoring has milk in it as well, so I'm only going to use 1.5 cups of regular milk. Next we're going to add 2 cups of heavy cream. Alright, keep this on medium heat and stir it constantly because you don't want any of your milk solids to burn to the bottom of the pan. That'll ruin the taste of the entire thing. But slowly stir this and keep it on medium heat and bring it up to where it's just starting to simmer. You want about 200, 205 degrees. Don't bring it to a boil because if you do, it's going to solidify too much. We want it just before the boil, right at the simmer point. So as soon as we got this simmering, we'll be back. Alright, we've got our cream mixture here. We brought it up to about 200 degrees and it just started to bubble, so I took it off the heat. So we've got it here now. I took about 1/3 cup of it and I set it out for about 2 minutes and let it cool down just a little bit. So let's go ahead and take our eggs, give them another good whisk. And what we're going to do right now is called tempering the eggs. We're going to bring these eggs up to temperature without actually scrambling them, and that's what you take your 1/3 cup milk here and just keep whisking as you pour it in. And whisk quickly because you don't want those eggs to cook, otherwise you're just going to wind up with scrambled eggs. Alright, so go ahead and get another little batch of your mixture here. Keep whisking, and we'll go ahead and pour that in. And we'll do one more. You want to make sure there's no signs of any clumping or anything in your eggs. Alright, so we've got that set up and ready. Here's going to be our flavoring. If I can get this lid off without spilling it. Alright, so what I did was I took some instant cocoa, mixed it with some instant coffee, and added just a little water to it, and made up our flavoring. So this is going to be salted caramel coffee toffee ice cream. So go ahead and take your flavoring and dump it into the rest of your base. And give that a whisk. Alright, so we've got our base here. We put the flavoring in. Let's go ahead and take our tempered egg mixture and pour that in. Make sure you keep whisking all the time. Alright, so this is our ice cream base. We're not going to add in the toffee part until we're actually churning and we're getting it where it's starting to crystallize. So go ahead and take this mixture Once you've got it all mixed up here good, transfer it into another container and put it in the refrigerator because it needs to cool down to a minimum of 40 degrees before you can go ahead and put it in to churn. So go ahead and take your mixture. Let's transfer it to a bowl. As you notice, I'm using a metal bowl. I try not to use plastic when I'm using hot liquids. All right, so we've got our mixture in there. Let's go ahead and get it covered up and get it in the refrigerator. And when we're ready to churn, we'll be back. All right, we've got our base down to temperature now. Let's go ahead and get our ice cream bowl locked into our mixer here. Yeah, you'll see I got some blue tape on this bowl. KitchenAid, we need to have a talk. This thing split open in my freezer. Anyway, get that locked in there. All right, we'll go ahead and get our blade in and raise up our bowl to mate those two pieces. All right, let's go ahead and start this on one. And we'll take our base and slowly pour it in. All right, just like last time, we'll leave this going for 15-20 minutes until we start to get to the consistency of soft serve. All right, we're getting pretty thick now. Now's the time we're going to go ahead and add in our toffee. What I've got here is a half a cup of the Heath brand toffee bits that you use for like cookies and stuff. Just go ahead and dump those in. Take your scraper and make sure you push those down in and sweep off any that stick to the top or to the blades of your mixer on the inside. All right, we'll let this finish setting up and we'll be back. All right, we got the ice cream out now. Let's go ahead and pull out our blade. And as you can see, it's definitely soft serve consistency. Let's go ahead and get our blade scraped off here. Use a skinnier one, works better. All right. Definitely don't want to waste any of this. All right, and we'll go ahead and transfer this right back into the same bowl that we used for the base. Alright, that should just about do it. So get your ice cream in there, go ahead and get it flattened out. Make sure you cover it and get it in the freezer for at least 2 hours or until it sets up where you can scoop it. So when we're ready, we'll be back. Alright, I've had the ice cream in the freezer for about 3.5, 4 hours now, so it should be good and set up. Let's go ahead and give it a try. Oh yeah, look at that. That is some good looking ice cream. Let's try a little piece here. Let's give it a try. Taste test. smooth, creamy, little bits of toffee floating around in there, and a nice coffee flavor. Gotta love it. Alright, I hope everybody enjoyed this one. Be sure to tune in on Saturday. We're doing meatloaf, and of course, for me, it's going to have a little twist to it. Be sure you tune in for that. And next Tuesday, on our next sweet episode, I think we're going to tackle a coconut cake, and we're going to do some sort of a drizzle for it. So be around for that one. Alright, so until next time, please hit me up on my Patreon, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I really, really appreciate it. So until next time, keep rifling through the cabinets, keep rummaging through the fridge, and turn those what ifs into a one-off.